Hey, how y'all doing? This is the first episode of Black Pearl Podcast. I am your host, Alex. I'm here with Shay, Paris, Tor, and
Squad.
You know, the gang, the squad. On this channel, we're gonna be just bringing things to the table and just kind of chopping it up, seeing how everybody feels about it. Get some different perspectives, different voices. But to start off the show, we're gonna start off the show. We're gonna do a little truth or drink to get everybody loosened up.
So women first.
Yeah, we'll let the ladies go first.
What asking a question to y'all, right?
Right.
All right. Okay. So who is the one person that you've slept with that you're embarrassed of? Oh, you forgot to tell them the rules. It's gonna be one question for the guys, one question for the girls, and then one group question, right?
Two group questions.
Two group questions.
Two group questions.
And then, but you're only allowed to take one shot.
So choose wisely.
So 2 out of the 3 questions have to be answered. So my question to y'all is, who is the one person you've slept with that you're embarrassed of?
I'm gonna keep it
You gonna keep it 1,000 or
We keeping our whole stack?
I'm keep it 89.
you gonna take a shot?
I'm about to nah, bro. Cause if anybody know me, my body count not really that high. So I'm very selective about who I have sex with, and so I don't really regret. No, I don't regret.
You don't gotta regret it, but
you're most
embarrassed by it.
Nah.
Regretful. Well, yeah, I guess not regret.
Nah, I'm not embarrassed by nobody I had sex with.
If you had to give a name though.
If you had to choose your
Wait, we gotta say names?
Your
Do we have to
worst.
say names?
Nah, cause
I don't
You can give a
remember
description. You don't have to say a name.
Yeah,
you
don't
can
have
give a
to.
description because we
say,
don't know.
like, say how you know them.
Bet. That works.
Is this your shot moment?
say how I know them.
Remember, you only got one shot at it. So that's
But y'all say I gotta be embarrassed by
you don't have to
I'm not
necessarily be embarrassed, but like shame, like say
You wanna
if
come
your
back?
homeboys
You want us to come
if
back
your
to you?
homeboys saw this girl, you would be like keeping that on the low.
Right. And if you're not embarrassed or don't regret anyone, just like your worst.
Who is it that you are most embarrassed by? Like,
Alright, boom. Damn, bro.
You ain't gotta say names.
I ain't gonna say names. Okay. I was sexually active at a very young age. Okay, so
How young?
That was only one question. Only one question here.
Would you like to tell America?
okay, I'm gonna go back because I know we.
That nigga sweating.
Man, look. Alright, this is when I was living in Italy, bro. I had sex with this girl, bro. It was my first. She wasn't the cutest. She wasn't cute at all. But yo, I think that's who it is.
alright.
So our turn?
Alex,
I have to think a little bit. Hold on.
all that time.
Right, all that time period.
I was trying to help him. Because he didn't want to say no names. Okay, so
I know he got a long list. Give him a minute.
when I was in the military, I had got catfish.
Not yet.
But I was drunk catfish. So like I went out, I got drunk, and then Shorty, she was a real one though, low key, cause she called my Uber for me to her crib. So I just showed up.
Mm.
And it wasn't who she said it was.
No.
But she was already there, huh?
But I had to see it through.
And then she called your Uber. She's like, I'm not calling you another one.
You feel me?
She didn't want to come to you in public.
Right.
She wanted you to come to her.
Trap you.
Trap you. Yeah.
I had to see it through. I was tired. I was drunk. So
You wasn't that tired.
the next morning. I faked it. It was the next morning. I called one of my homies and they came and picked me up expeditiously.
She wants you to make it
Tragic.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Shout out to her though. She gave me the Uber. I had somewhere to sleep. So.
That's crazy.
So it's our
Okay,
turn.
good job, guys.
Okay, this is for the women.
How many
How often
Oh,
you gonna do this?
okay.
If you own the sex toy, how often
Do you use that motherfucker? That works.
I don't really care for the whole toy thing.
So you don't have a...
I mean, I have one,
She
but
knows she
I
got a
haven't
Tyrone.
used it. No, I have like a little cheap one that like my friends
that's
taught me. Like we went to the sex shop and I bought like a $15, but I don't use it.
Okay.
I don't use it. Like I hate toys, so I do not use toys. Most of the time, like if I can't get the real thing, then I'm just like going
That's
out.
fair.
We're the same person.
Yeah.
That's my same answer. Yes. I don't use toys.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bailout. We gonna let you make it.
It's not warm. Like it can't hold you.
Yeah,
For the
it don't
cameras,
feel
you
the
got
same.
I have one.
Okay, yeah.
I have one. I have two now. I have two toys now. But yeah, I don't use them. Anyway, but yeah.
Okay. Ain't nobody take a
So
shot
I-
yet.
Alright, take a shot.
I have a group question.
What's y'all's good
Our
question?
good question. Okay, this is more of like a. We thought it was interesting.
Okay.
I don't think no one's gonna take a shot on this one, but
Yeah. Who in this room do y'all think will be able to get away with murder?
That's an interesting question.
Alex.
That nigga
That nigga
quiet.
walk like a ninja.
That nigga quiet too.
Don't hear him coming.
That nigga kill somebody, he'll stay in
Won't
his
say
room.
nothing. Don't be playing.
I might have to agree with y'all.
Right.
Bro, this
Alex.
nigga do not go outside, bro. That nigga come out to eat. And he ain't nothing wrong with it. He be
Get a
staying
little
out the
water.
way, but he won't. And then he won't tell nobody, bro. The shit show.
So what's your answer?
I ain't gonna say myself. So I don't think you would get away with it. Low key. I think you would.
Get away with it.
I think she would. I think she would make a
Just
joke.
rub her hands.
Yo.
Hey, she thought about it. Hey, she get the Birdman rub.
I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say you.
Yeah, I thought he would have said you. I
Hey,
didn't know I'd give off those vibes.
No, but if you don't, but like
Oh,
if you
okay.
did do it, yeah. I think
cause
your conscience gonna hunt you.
for the one,
Yeah.
y'all already expect me to say Parrish. So,
Mm.
off rip,
Okay, go.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
If I did, no, never mind. I wouldn't murder nobody.
Anyway, we're not doing the OJ stories.
Right.
Okay, so our group question is, what is your most embarrassing kink or your weirdest kink? Strangest kink, however you want to put it.
Like sexual, right?
Yeah.
Or just
Or I guess just whatever.
in general.
In general.
I would say I eat ass, but everybody doing that these days, right? A lot of
That's
niggas.
not weird.
Yeah, a lot of niggas doing that these days, bro. So that ain't really the kink.
What did he say?
I don't really have to.
You might like it. You might like it. That's all I'm saying.
The world may never know.
Don't somebody else go, cause I ain't really got no. Let's keep it 100. Any black kinks?
Damn, I kind of wanted to take the shot, but I don't know.
Oh,
If we, y'all about to say if nobody takes a shot, we can just all take a shot together. Cheers to the podcast or whatever. I I don't necessarily know if it's a kink, but I like nipples,
Like licking them?
men's nipples, yeah.
Do they like it to be?
I don't just be going around sucking on niggas' nipples because
She liable to catch an elbow. Nigga have a jerk reflex.
because I don't know how they respond to
Right.
it. But I think for sure the one time that I remember doing it, he did like it.
Okay.
Who is he? No, I'm saying.
I was about to tell you.
Oh, well. Nah, no name dropping. No name.
It wasn't gonna. You know I don't use
Okay,
real
yeah.
names anyway. I don't use real names. All my niggas got nicknames.
She told her herself.
Just kidding.
Big pimp. Big
Just
pimp.
kidding.
What about you, Landon?
You got a cake?
Weird kink. My people gonna be watching this.
Oh, no.
You gonna take a shot?
Huh?
You gonna
You
take
gonna
a shot?
No, I mean, it ain't really weird.
Let us determine that.
I like tying motherfuckers up.
That would be a
Bondage.
It's a kink, but it's not like outrageous.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's.
But wait, like tying up how? Like hard
you do this every
tying.
time?
I mean, you're not crucifying.
Nah.
You're not-
ain't nobody hanging from no ceilings and no shit like that. You feel me?
Wait, you hard time sleeping?
Nah. Ain't no wild west shit going on. It just like to the bed type shit, like
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
That's normal.
like the handcuffs shit like that. You
I
feel
don't
me?
think I think I have too much. Like I need to be in control. I can't let nobody tie me. Like I think that would drive me crazy.
Some women have like a phobia.
I think those are areas.
A phobia.
Yeah, that's why
Being
you can't really.
Right.
not
You
being
can't
do it.
not being
do
in
it.
control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like scared to say it's not a kink, but like ever since I was a kid, I literally like it gets me off to like cross my legs, hold it tight.
Oh, she be doing the pee-pee dance.
That's what it is. You have to pee, and I cross my legs and I hold it tight. Like that feels so good to me. I don't know why. Is that a kink though?
I don't know if it's a kink,
I
but
don't
it's
think you ever do that, but it's weird.
This
I
nigga about
literally
to
always been
be, he about to be crossing the hell out yo.
Hey, baby.
So if you ever see me doing that, that's why.
Baby, you got to pee? Okay, wait. Cross your leg. Just.
It feels so good. You gotta try it.
What are you? Oh!
It's like the nerve endings. You know,
Yeah.
it just feels amazing. You know.
Well, I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. My shot
Like
halfway
Kegels.
empty.
You know what? Yeah.
So, ain't nobody take a shot.
Alright,
Let's go ahead and shots up.
shots and then we'll get on.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Cheers.
Big shout out to Black Pearl Podcast. Shout out.
Episode 1.
To our
Episode
viewers,
one.
episode 1.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we all warmed up.
So those kind of warmed us up for our first topic, I guess. And does body count matter?
Just straight out the gate, huh?
Straight up. Well, the questions we was asking, you know what I mean?
I don't think
Kinda-
it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't think it matters to women like at the same way it matters to men. Well, at least
So if a nigga came to you and was like,
I'll never tell a nigga my body count, cause that's none of his business. Like,
And you're not one of those persons to ask.
and
either.
I'm not gonna ask either. When I lost my virginity, the boy who took my virginity didn't know I was a virgin. Like, because I don't discuss my sex life. I don't know if that's
But
like.
that's important for a man to know.
It's important. It's not important to me. It's not important to know.
If you're with a virgin,
If
like
it's
that
local-
would
Yeah. Now
If-
that
Okay.
I think a man, he probably should have known, but it was
Right.
just like,
if
It
it's
was just never
local,
discussed.
yeah.
I think you said it's important for a man to know.
If you're messing with a virgin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We you know.
Yeah. I was just young. Well, I wasn't that young because I was kind of old when I lost my virginity. But it was just, I wasn't necessarily planning on losing my virginity to him. So that just wasn't.
It just happened.
Yeah, that wasn't a conversation we had. But I just don't talk, I don't talk to men about my sex life like that. Sometimes, like, if I'm friends with a man, I'll tell him. But I probably wouldn't even tell, like, a man that I'm friends with my body count. Like,
and if he asks you, just be like, don't worry about it.
Nobody ever asked me.
Really?
No, I've never had a man ask me my body
That's
count.
more of a. I feel like that's more of a young nigga thing to ask for real.
And that's what I was about to say. Yeah, when I was younger, yeah, I would ask. I wouldn't ask up front. But like, if it came up in the conversation, I would ask. But now it's more so. It's like safe. Is it safe?
It's like
is it safe sex? You know what I'm saying? Like whatever.
Is the number safe?
It ain't even got it, bro. Look. At our age, everybody have a sexual past.
Yeah.
We probably not and did some freaky shit that our opposite, our significant other not gonna agree with. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So I feel like, there's no point of asking if I'm being honest.
Right, because if they say something's too high for you, you just be looking at stupid.
Yeah.
That number ain't gonna change.
It matters to me. It matters to me, and I'm gonna ask.
Yes?
I've had a guy show me a list of people he slept with. He kept a list. The color shirt they were wearing, like all kind of stuff, like.
I know some females who done that too.
Females, and I've never seen a female do that.
I've had a guy ask me, like, he basically was like, would you feel some type of way if I asked you to go get tested before we had sex? And I thought that I thought that was a very responsible question.
You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I wasn't. You can ask me that,
right?
But if you ask me like my body count, it's like why? And just make sure.
I'm nosy.
Just make sure that I'm out here being responsible.
Right. It goes back to being safe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. If I'm talking to a girl or whatever the fuck, I am curious about her body count. I'm curious, but I'm not gonna ask. Cause she can be like 3, and I'm like, that's a lot.
Hey, what Cole say? You got time about 3?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, cause I automatically feel like
I feel like that's all men, bro. That's all men. You know what I'm saying? I feel like,
and then I feel like some niggas would lie if you ask them. Some niggas.
And the numbers. You think they'll lie up or lie down?
Well,
it depends.
If they
it depends.
Right. It depends on who they talking to.
Cause I don't.
If they talking to their partners and shit, they gonna lie up.
Right.
If they talking to a female, they gonna lie down.
I don't lie. Cause it's like.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
It happened.
Sex is, bro, we grown, bro. Sex is sex, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you, man, woman, bro, if you want to have sex, go, do that. You know what I'm saying? Just be safe. Just be safe about it.
Right. What if I ain't safe?
That's the problem.
But what if I'm like testing regularly? I don't like condoms. Is that still okay?
Condom sex is trash, but
condom sex.
But
if you let's talk about it.
It's bitch. Condom sex is horrible, bro.
I just want to put that on the record.
But it just kind of depends. Like, are you having raw sex with every nigga you fuck with because you don't like condom sex?
That's true.
Right.
Or is it just like, oh, it's this one particular nigga that I'll fuck without a condom or whatever?
It's mostly relationships. Like, if I'm in a relationship with someone.
Okay, that's relationship. Y'all having sex as long as y'all the only.
But no, if I'm casually like smashing niggas, I'm gonna try to use a condom.
She said,
I'm gonna be honest, but we all smash some casual people.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna use a condom, so I'll go to the doctor later. Like, that's how I mean.
That's it. Hey, look, as a nigga, we all done this as a nigga. We've all had the rubber right here, bro.
Right.
The rubber right here. And you shit. And she don't say
She
shit.
look right.
Hey,
Let me spin it.
Hey, then she be like, nah, we need to come up. Whatever.
hey, nigga, fake look for it. Make sure she's sure. I mean, I don't got that hoe. You sure?
She said, well, whatever, man.
Nigga, right back too.
Or if
Whole
it's
time, that condom been sitting in that nigga back wallet for 3 weeks
Not a
now.
As
wallet.
soon as you pull the condom out, so this what we doing?
Okay.
What's the next topic? I don't keep on that drink.
You should make it
You
like
got 3 minutes till the timer is up.
Can men and women just be friends?
I think so.
They can.
In the discussion.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it depends on who. But it's the same. That's the same with everybody. It always depends on who you deal with.
Right.
But I think, because I do have best friends.
Why are you conflicted?
I have platonic male friends.
yeah. I have two.
But
But they also admitted that they
Right.
did like me at one point.
are y'all platonic because you made it that way? Or
Friend zone?
are y'all platonic because y'all platonic?
In
Right.
some situations, it's platonic just because we're platonic. Some situations, it's like, I don't look at you like that. I have had
But he
male
looks
friends.
at you that
Yeah,
way.
I have had male friends, you know, like, I got a male friend right now that, like, if I were to give him the time of day,
That nigga
He
fool.
gonna hit.
he, yeah.
He gonna hit.
But I don't look at him like that. Like, I'm not attracted to him.
Right.
I have another friend who is like he's super aggressive, but he's been like that since I know him. He's a lot younger than me. Well, now that we're older, he's not that much younger. But when we first met, he was like way younger than me.
Right.
So, but I don't look at him like that either. So I mean, I guess that's why in my head I say yes, because even though sometimes it's one-sided, we're still like just friends.
Like, you know, you would
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
But that nigga,
That's why I say I'm conflicted because
that nigga buying his time.
Right.
He
He's
like,
just waiting for his chance.
eventually.
Hey, niggas play the long game.
Facts.
I ain't gonna say.
Especially once your friends on him.
You.
Hmm?
Oh yeah.
Do I think?
No, I've been in the friend zone before, but definitely trust me, I got.
You crawling, you'll crawl your
Yeah.
ass out of there.
I will crawl.
Exactly.
Paris for friends.
Hey.
Telling all your business.
Hey.
I'm just gonna see here.
That's why I'm like, nah, they really
I'm
can't
like,
be friends.
okay, nah, you don't. If you say
Can you-
somebody your friend, then
Can we also ask a follow-up question?
But me,
Can you be
one-
friends with somebody of the opposite sex, like just you, and you're in a relationship and not your spouse or your
Oh, so like, say for instance,
like
this is your spouse's friend, but you don't like the person, or y'all are not friends.
Right. Is that okay?
wait.
Mm.
So wait. We in the.
So say it's Brittany and Jack, right? Jack has Alyssa over here that he's friends with, but Brittany don't like Alyssa, or Brittany don't want to be friends with Alyssa. So it's just you and Jack
I
and.
feel like this getting personal.
I think it
No.
depends.
We'll continue. That's a good question though. It's a
I
good
think
question.
that's
it depends
generally.
on, like, when did Alyssa come into the scene? Was Alyssa in the scene before whatever Brittany? Yeah.
right.
So I think that plays a major part in it.
But I feel like you're in a relationship now, so you should want to bring
But
Brittany into the
Yeah,
situation.
but like-
if it's
But at the
truly
same
platonic,
time-
like,
Okay,
at the
why
same time,
is
it's
it-
fucked up to be like, hey, you
Okay,
can't
timer.
be Alyssa's friend.
Oh.
So it depends, in my
I like one of
opinion,
those next.
if how long they've been friends. Because it's kind of fucked up if you can't be such friends and such friend anymore because
Right.
we dating and they've been friends since goddamn 92 type shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
It's the same box. Right.
Right, since Sandbox. But at the same time,
You are in a relationship.
You are in a relationship, so the boundaries.
You want to kind of respect,
right?
Yeah, significant others.
There has to be some type of boundary, some shit that probably y'all it was cool to do whenever y'all was single. You can't really do no more. Mm-hmm. So.
I think it also depends on like the dynamic of the relationship. I could be friends. I mean, I could be in a relationship with somebody and not want to be friends with his friends, but I want to meet your friends, and you know what I'm saying? Get like pick up on the vibes, because I feel like women, we always know when another bitch wants your man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas do too.
Okay, so that if I don't have nothing to hide, then it's like I'm gonna introduce my dude to my male friend, whatever.
Right, because I have friends, you know what I'm saying, you know, we may have history, I ain't gonna say too much, but right now, we good, and I don't mind bringing them around you know what I'm saying, because it's platonic. Like, it ain't, bro.
It ain't on that type of tip. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Not on that type of tip.
But it's still like, oh, in my head, I can always see you now. Smashing, like
if it's somebody you've had sex with, then you need to limit that friendship. That friendship needs to be, which I need to talk every day for. No, I'm not talking about your specific situation. I'm just speaking in general. If I know that my man has a friend that he's had sex with,
at the airport,
then it's like, okay, that bitch need to stay 357 miles away at all times.
Restraining order.
Yes, because what she need to come around for?
Alright, so boom. What if?
But okay, so here's another question. This wasn't on our list, but why is it when guys ask females to
women?
As women, my bad. Some people get offended by the females. As women to cut off their male friend that we know has a thing for y'all is a problem.
Because I feel like as women, it's not as hard for us to keep that friendship in its proper place as it is for a man. Like, women, that's why dudes get in the friend zone and stay in the friend zone forever. Because if 9 times out of 10, if we're not feeling somebody like that, we just not feeling them like that. And y'all may sense like, oh, this person got a little crush on her, and we probably know it, but we know like I will never touch this man with a 10-foot pole. So it's
you're touching with an 11-foot pole.
Shut up, Karish.
Exactly.
No, I wouldn't touch him with it. Because if I was gonna touch him, it would have happened already.
Right.
Like I have a guy friend who treats me better than a lot of dudes that I date, but I don't want him. Like, I'm not attracted to him. We will know.
Hey, listen, my boy. Mm-hmm. Hey,
you heard it right here first on the Back Pedal Podcast.
Hey, what Dory say? Just keep swimming, my nigga. You gonna make it to your destination, my boy.
Hey, you might have to get off at the next stop.
Bounce on them jellyfish, nigga. Get there.
Don't bounce on the jellyfish.
Just keep swimming.
But those low-key be the man you need to marry.
I was just about to say, that wasn't that one of your questions?
You be ready for the F-boys.
If nice guys... Oh, that was a different one.
That's a different topic.
Okay, time out. I want you to finish though, because I'm gonna debunk your...
No, what?
I'm gonna debunk your theory. You said those be the man you need to marry? Let me tell you something.
According to like...
Hold on.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on. What, when you said those are the men you need to marry, what did you mean by that?
Like, the fact that she's saying this is the only man that's ever treated her the way she needs to be treated, right? That's most likely...
she said this man treats her better than the men that she's been dealing with.
Well, same shit. He treats her better than the man she's previously dealt with, so obviously those men weren't right for her. So how does she know this is the man that she's supposed to be with, but she's not necessarily attracted to him?
I'm not attracted.
Right.
Okay,
But attraction grows.
No.
Cap.
No.
But look,
I agree
but
with you, bro.
this is what I'm saying, bro. When a nigga is in the friend zone, he gon' act right. He gon' do better than niggas. And as soon as you give him some fuckboy, and he gon' turn to a fuckboy. So don't let that.
But I feel like that's all men. All men go hard in the beginning, but once they feel comfortable, once they feel like they got you, then here you go. Why you ain't responding to my text messages? Why you ain't called me back last night? Who you like?
But that's what I'm saying. So you can't necessarily say that's the guy she needs to marry, because
So I'm not saying that's the guy she need to marry.
I understand what you're saying though. Those are the type of men that we should be
shy away
to,
from,
but we're not.
We like the bad boys. We like the ones who are a little disrespectful.
On some subconscious level, we like the drama. And we like the chase.
Right.
Like,
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like that's what she needs to marry.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying like
you're not
down
speaking
the
specifically.
line. No. I'm saying in general.
Okay.
Like you said, we go for bad boys initially, and we wonder why we in these situations that
why
we're
we
in.
struggling, crying, feelings hurt.
When we need to be low key looking at your
Why do y'all want the bad dudes?
Why do y'all want the trash ass females?
No.
Okay, so
I ain't gonna say we.
Time out. You said you talk about toxic females?
Yeah.
Cause sex is bomb. I'm throwing that out there now. Boom.
Okay, so
It's
why?
facts. It's facts. Have you ever been in everybody's been in a toxic relationship before, right? I can speak for myself. I have. Sex was bomb. Out of this world.
But it's more to it than just sex. Like, I've had amazing sex with people.
Are you
that
getting
I
your
wasn't in a
relationships to
relationship
have
with.
sex? Or are you getting your relationships to potentially be more?
Niggas would deal with a lot more if the sex is good.
So is that just like?
It's just fact.
Is that forever?
That's
Hold on. Is that forever, or is that just something when you young?
Right.
Because when I was young, there were times where I'm like digmatized, and I stayed in a situation longer than I should because the dick was good. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, nigga, dick is everywhere.
It's an age thing. I will say that. Eventually, you do grow out of that. But
have you grown out of it?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Hey,
but I do feel like
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't know. Go ahead,
bro. Look,
I don't know.
I agree with y'all. As women get older, they do bit. I'm speaking black women because I don't know what the fuck everybody else got going on. But as black women get older, they know when y'all texting, they can tell through text if you about that shit or not. And if you ain't coming correct, you getting cut off quick. But it comes with maturity. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but okay, you know what? I post a lot of stuff on Instagram or whatever. Y'all probably see me posting. Maybe sometimes I'll post a screenshot of a conversation that I've had with guys. Because as I've gotten older, I've started to be more intentional about what it is that I want, what it is that I require, and so on and so forth. So when I post, like, me being straightforward with a dude, or me telling a man, like, look, this is what I want, this is what you're doing, and you're not living up to my standards,
right.
Then I got dudes that, you know, in my inbox, like, oh, you hard on me. Like, I be wanting to shoot my shot, but I'm scared because you, like, but it's because they're not used to somebody that they have to work for or level up for.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I know.
Because you saving your time, first of all.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm just saying that to go back to the fact of, like, that I feel like men want what's easy, you know what I'm saying? What comes easy. They don't want to have to put in no work or nothing. Like,
men will put in work for who they want to put in work for.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
That's
I was gonna say that goes back to my comment the other day about black men not putting in work. Period.
She said, huh?
Hey,
that's what I said, my nigga.
That's what
I said, bro. I was on her headband.
Because the context was Pablo over here gonna be at Home Depot trying to get him a job. Derek is gonna be on his mama's couch,
Like 15.
chilling.
You said, hold on, run that by me one more time.
Pablo is gonna go out and make sure he gets him a job for his family. Derek is gonna be on his mama's couch, chilling, eating up all her food.
Pursuing his rap career.
Like not really out here. He don't want to work at McDonald's because he got too much pride. That was my thought process.
I've been to McDonald's before, and I've seen black men working at McDonald's.
I'm not saying it's all black men. I'm not saying all Hispanic men work hard. I'm just saying.
Hell, you can't make a generalized statement. I'm not gonna let my brothers, Kings. I'm not gonna let this go down.
I will say this. Excuse me, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I will say this. I know like a lot of hard working black men. I love and admire a man that is not afraid to work. But I also do know a lot of black men that want to take the easy way out. But I don't, like, I've dated outside of my race, but I don't date other races to the extent that I date black men. So I can't really comment on that. Yeah. But I know when I was younger, I did like run into a lot of like basically kind of like bum ass niggas. But now that I'm older, and especially I feel like that I have tried to be more intentional and I like raised my standards, I meet like grown ass men with careers and businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like I meet grown men and I be
like, bro, it's like you said, when you are more intentional, like straightforward, you eliminate the bums.
Yeah.
Bums like, okay, her standard's too high, I ain't even finna try.
Right.
But the niggas who handle that shit, they like, okay, yo, well.
Cause I feel like on a subconscious level, you can see things before you even talk to a person. You can pick up on things, and you know what this person is about.
Yes,
and so when you young and you're attracted to them, you might be attracted to the flashy, like the hood dude. You know what I'm saying? But when you get, as you start to get older, or you can mature, or whatever your taste is, you want somebody in some slacks and a button. You know what I'm saying? But that's obviously, you can't always judge based on somebody's appearance, but there are things about a person that kind of let you know what they're about, what they own, or whatever.
Right.
So.
Okay. This is going good. I like it. So. When you were saying when you date a man and you have the expectation, so if y'all go on a date, is it still a date if he don't pay? Say you invited him out. Is it a date if he don't pay?
Yeah. Okay. The only way, to me, I wouldn't necessarily consider it a date if.
Why?
Can you let me finish?
That nigga said why?
I was about to explain. Had you given me the opportunity to do so?
My bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only way I would probably not consider it a date is if I'm paying for myself and he's paying for himself. Like I don't consider 50-50 a date.
50-50 is not a date?
No, I don't think so. Because either you paying or I'm paying. And I don't take, like, I went on
Are y'all not together?
If I make it to a third date, I always
say. This is dating.
Yeah.
This is not relationship.
Yeah, this is not relationship. This is dating. So I always say if I make it to a third date, because I barely be making it to second dates, but if I make it to a third date, then I'll pay for the third date. And
is that communicated with
I'm not gonna tell them that. Okay. I'ma just like let it flow, see how we vibe.
He got the first two, and then you get the next one.
If he take me on the first day, and then he take me on the second day, and if we're vibing, I like him, I'm interested, then I'm gonna reach out and be like, hey, you wanna do such and such and such. When we get there, I'm like, oh, it's on me.
That's reasonable, but a lot of females nowadays aren't on that type of tip. It's like,
cause they broke.
Hey, speak on it, nigga. Hey, speak on it.
Same for the bitches in the back.
Y'all listening?
But I do believe, like, first date, guy gotta pay.
Yeah.
Well,
I believe
it depends on who
whoever
asks
asks
who.
Right.
Right. Whoever asks who.
Not for the first date.
Not for the first.
It's like I'm gonna have the expectation that
I
you
feel that,
should, but
But if we going somewhere, just me off rip, just the way I was brought up. If we
Right.
going somewhere, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you got you. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
If it's second date, third date, if the woman wants to pay for me and I know I got it, I'm not gonna let her pay, bro. That's just like you said. It's the way we was raised.
Right.
You feel me?
What I will do.
Like I get mad at waiters if they take their card. Like nigga, put her shit back.
Yeah.
What I will do is like, and say we go shoot pool for the first day. We playing pool, and I'll be like, okay, well I got the next round of drinks if I lose. Knowing I'm gonna lose because I suck at pool.
Right.
So I'm be like,
you put it in the effort.
yeah, I'm gonna put in the effort. But at the same time,
He probably not gonna let you.
no, they let you.
That's a sign right there.
Exactly.
That's how you eliminate.
Yeah.
That's how you eliminate.
Hey, some
Because
niggas be pulling this.
I don't feel like I feel like the majority of the time I shouldn't have to come out of my pocket.
Right.
But
Right.
and that's just because first of all,
What if you dating? What if y'all in a
if we're in a
relationship?
relationship, that's different. But if we're like just getting to know each other, to me, I consider myself an investment. So
But
you gotta be
investment
willing.
too.
I'm investing my time and my energy into him.
So, but he invested time, energy, and money.
And
so,
money.
So, I know me, and I know what I'm.
So you're the gift. Like
Yes,
you're okay.
I'm the prize. He wants to win me.
This is the problem I have with some women, bro. Y'all think just y'all are the gift.
I do
Y'all
not
are
think
just
that.
got some cookies.
Did you
No,
not
but
just
you-
hear me say, I pay for the third
Right.
day.
Right.
But it's also like, you don't have to, like, the reason I am this way is because I know how I am once I'm really invested in this relationship.
Right.
Like,
You gonna
every
spend.
time I'm spending,
I'm
like,
not-
breaking bread.
Facts.
Like, oh, they might like these shoes. I'm buying
Same
me
way.
some shoes. I'm winning shoes off sneakers out. This nigga gets shoes too.
Right.
Like, so.
I
but
just
you
would
have-
like to point
So
out
that you invested
that
in.
she won about a good 4 pair of exclusive ass sneaks.
Don't tell her business.
I'm her friend. She ain't put me on no kind of
Hey,
thing.
Hey, look what I got on. I want y'all to look. I want y'all to look.
I know. So ready to
See, y'all got some exclusive ass sneaks.
I gotta buy shoes off
Nigga,
StockX
this
and
bitch
go.
on band.
You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
$350.
But you
Meanwhile, she paying retail.
Hey, that's cool, though.
It's
Hey,
not my fault. I don't know
cool.
how I be having
She
it.
doesn't
I
make
just
sense.
be winning.
Hey, but she ain't hit up nobody. She ain't-
Nobody.
What am I supposed to do? I
Look.
got literally
She ain't
3
say-
seconds to try to get the shoes.
You knew you was gonna try to get them shoes before.
Okay, I gotta get my size. I can't get my size and your size.
You can put it all in the basket.
Exactly. You can select multiple sizes.
And I'm pretty sure that's gonna decrease my chances of getting my
You're
size.
selfish. That's your problem.
Parents,
Worry about herself. Look at that.
That's your problem.
Worry
Yeah.
about
when
herself.
do y'all ever think about me? You planned the whole trip to Mexico and told me 2 weeks before.
That's 2 weeks.
No,
Yeah.
no.
She got us back though. She got us back with the DR though.
Oh shit. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I give you that. We did.
That's his fault.
Just let it be known.
But time out.
I didn't go on this trip to Mexico. Just let that be known.
Shay, you still could have came though. Like
Oh,
you hit me
yeah,
up
but
2
y'all-
days. You hit me up 2 days before, and you found a good.
I did. I had found a really good flight,
Well,
but the thing is, I didn't want to be in a hotel room with y'all.
No, that's
That's true.
I didn't want to
Literally fucking up their mojo.
Exactly. Y'all on a vacation. What the fuck I'm gonna be doing on the couch?
This nigga would have been
covering my ears with pillows.
He would have been spreading roses around and be like, Shay, go sleep.
Yeah, like no, the fuck. I was not about to do that.
Once we got there, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it made sense. I mean, you could have
slept in the hallway.
Look, we gonna move
Y'all
on.
take my pillow and my blanket and leave.
Man, a probably feel
Like,
hey, we tell you, hey, she would have been on there like Fred Wilma. Alright, cool. Alright. Is that the last question?
No, the last question is, so when dating, how many kids is too many kids?
one.
One?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2.
You say 2?
2 is my max.
Why 1?
And it better be the same mom.
Because
What if it's not though? Hold on, we'll come back to that.
Hold that thought.
I say 1, but I really be entertaining men with children.
I want 0, if we're being honest.
Yes, my preference.
Preference.
My preference is 0 because I do not have children.
Right.
And children be fucking up the plans. Like, sometimes I do encounter men who got like, maybe older kids or whatever. But when they got the little kids and they got the kids on the weekend, my free time is on the weekend.
Right.
And I hit you up after I'm done partying with my friends, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'm like,
But you gotta be understanding today. You can't go to the zoo.
But
You feel me? You can't go.
I said 12 to 1.
12 to 1. I'm
feel
just
me?
trying to lay up. And you like, I got my little man tonight. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
Okay, but
That's
look,
a problem
alright,
for me.
game.
And I don't know if it's reasonable or unreasonable, but I'm being realistic and honest and saying what's gonna be an issue
No, that's fair. That's fair.
you're not gonna have that complication with me. You know
You
what I'm
said
saying?
12 a.m. to 1?
Anytime after a certain time.
But I'm saying, okay, look.
Even though he's asleep, that's still a
No man
problem.
sleep at 12.
Right, okay, look. What
That's
else?
still an issue.
What if little man got his own room? He got his TV.
If I've never like seriously dated somebody with a child, but if you have a child and your child does not interfere with what we have going on, it's not a problem. I can't make it a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If your child's mother is not an issue, then that's not an issue for me.
Right.
If having your child is not a problem for me. I mean, you having your child doesn't interfere with what we have going on, that's not a problem. I'm not going to make it a problem just because you say you have a child. Now, when you get to having 3 and 4 kids and multiple baby mamas, that's when you tell me you got 3 or 4 kids, I'm automatically exiting this conversation.
So you were saying with the kids, if they don't interfere with the plans, then
I can't make it a
But
problem.
what if he has 2, 3 kids, right? 3, we'll say 3, right? But he taking care of his kids, he still make time for you and shit. You cool with that, or
No.
is that still an issue?
That's going to be an issue for me because me thinking long term, when I want to go on vacation and stuff, we got to deal with your kids. I love kids, don't get me wrong.
But if y'all plan the vacation ahead of time, and the kids
He don't want to take his kids on vacation at some
Not
point.
every
that's
vacation.
y'all time.
Not every vacation is a kid's
But I'm
vacation.
saying, I'm thinking long term. Like, if this is somebody I'm about to spend the rest of my life with,
Right.
at some point, he gonna want to go on vacation and we gonna bring his children. And at this point in my life, I only have so much limited energy for kids.
Okay.
I don't have my own kids. And sometimes I don't even know if I want kids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be forced into a situation where I have to accept somebody else's kids. You know what I'm saying? Now, 1 kid might be easier to deal with. But 2 and 3, when they got somebody else to talk to and argue with and just constantly, I like peace and quiet. Like, that little 1 kid can go in the room or go sit and play on their phone or whatever, but when it's multiple, they get to clashing and making a lot of noise. Yeah.
Okay. Going to what you said earlier, what if it's like 2 kids. We'll say 2 kids, but 2 different baby mamas.
Choose my max. No different baby mamas. And even with 2 kids and 1 baby mama, it's just like there's an established relationship there. Like obviously y'all didn't get together long enough to have 2 kids. Right. So I'm like skeptical of that in the first place. So I think either situation is.
But what if that baby mama or whatever is in another relationship already? So that should be.
That doesn't mean nothing to me at all.
Wait, what?
If a baby mama is in a relationship, that doesn't mean, like, what does that mean? Like,
don't mean nothing at all.
Relationship can end at the drop of a hat.
I ain't got too much to say on that.
And I'm selfish. Like,
that's what it is.
I prefer not to have a man. I don't have kids, and I prefer not to have a man who has kids because I'm selfish.
Yes, because I want all your time. I want all your attention. I don't need you having no excuses.
I want to drop and go somewhere.
Then I have to feel guilty because I'm mad because you want to spend time with your children.
Right.
I don't want you to have to split your time between me and your child. Because then I'm looking at this kid like, take your big ass home. Like, where's your mama at? Like,
she said, where your mom at?
You know that we on camera?
Do I care? Like, I literally told a nigga before, like, multiple men before, like,
I wish I would tell my kid take his ass home.
She's not gonna say that.
Of course I'm not gonna say that to a child, but that don't mean I won't think it.
Right.
Like, bro.
If you think it, I'm gonna pick up on it and I'm gonna beat your ass.
No, first of all, even if you did, but that's the whole point that I'm making. That's why I don't want to be in that situation, because I don't want to feel those feelings. I don't want to think those thoughts. Like, I prefer a man that doesn't have children.
A child is on the same spectrum as like having another woman, or whatever the case may be. Like that's a similar situation.
As far as like attention.
Right.
Providing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will admit, I'm selfish.
And it's probably even more. Like.
Yeah, way more. Because with a woman, you'll probably get comfortable and slack off.
I hear what they say,
there's no slacking off.
But see,
I'm biased, so.
But exactly, I'm biased too. But I hear what y'all saying. But at the same time, I feel like y'all be the main ones who be loving that kid like it's your own. You feel me?
Of course, I would never ever mistreat somebody's child.
So them thoughts,
anybody's
child. You saying that now, right? You saying like,
bro,
looking at this kid like, take your ass to sleep. But at the same time, you gonna see that kid, you gonna be like, damn, we need to, you know what I mean?
I got a niece and nephews, and I love my niece and nephews to death. My niece is probably my most favorite person in the world.
What about your nephew?
I love my nephews too. But I'm saying it's a different bond between a girl and her aunt and a boy. You know what I'm saying? Boy and his aunt. Anyways, that's besides the point. The point that I'm making
is. I love my auntie.
Right.
Just saying.
The point that I'm making is, as much as I love my niece and my nephews, I love the fact that they can go home to their parents. That when I'm talking when my niece gets to calling me and she just rambling, sometimes she's not even talking. She just want me to stay on the phone because she wants my time and attention. And I feel guilty for wanting to get off the phone, but I want to get off because you 4 years old.
Right.
You're not even talking to me half the time. So the thing is, kids love me and I love kids, but I'm not built to be a stepmom. Like,
you know who you need to have a conversation with?
Who?
Italy. She gonna tell you all of this.
Yes, girl.
That's how my niece is.
She's rambling.
She gonna tell
That's how my niece is.
Okay.
Every time I talk to her, she telling me, yeah, my mama, she don't like our apartment, so we trying to find a new place.
You know, all the
I'm
business.
just like, why you always telling me all of y'all business?
Kid,
Yeah, no.
I feel like it's
and they're sweethearts.
the girls.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the girls, they pick up.
Because whether, I don't know if men recognize it, but moms interact differently with girls than they do boys.
Right.
I wouldn't know.
So girls tend to be more mature than boys. Cause moms a lot of time coddle their boys. Yeah. Yeah, and girls have more responsibility from early on. Girls are always the ones helping out, and you know.
It's usually the dads who really spoil the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dads spoil the girls, and then the
moms
spoil
baby the boys.
I
Yeah.
don't know why it's like that.
I guess it's just
Well,
like
because as babies, that the child tends to gravitate towards the opposite
sex.
The opposite sex.
It could be.
Initially.
Right.
So, I mean,
Is that a scientific fact?
I think it's more not scientific, more like philosophical.
Yeah.
I took a children's philosophy class in college, and that was the case.
Yeah.
But it's still backed up by scientific.
Right.
Yeah, the whole point is though, I love kids. I really do love kids. But I know that I'm selfish when it comes to the time and attention of my significant other. And another thing is because I don't have children, if I do decide to have a child, I want that bond to be between me and my man. You know what I'm saying? We can bond over, like, this is our first child.
Right.
Like, I'm giving him his first child. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I can't argue with that. Yeah.
And nowadays, that's linked to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I mean, at this point,
I do meet a lot of men that don't have kids, though.
Yeah, same.
A lot of eligible men
But-
that don't have children.
Something wrong with
but at this point,
Yeah.
you gotta it's kind of like already established that at some point you're gonna be dealing with somebody who has children. If you're dating and, you know,
At our age,
it still be most.
I don't know.
It's
Because
hard. It's
I
hard.
meet a lot of men that don't
I mean,
have
it's becoming
kids.
more and more popular now for people to be like, I don't want kids. I'm starting to see that now with a lot of men and women that they're like,
Because
okay.
who want to bring kids into this world? Like, well, that's my logic. It's just like, if I can control it, I don't necessarily
Right.
but this
want
is-
to bring a child into this world.
Right.
This
Yeah.
this the crazy part about it though. It's like once you have a kid, once that kid is in your hand and you see that kid, it literally changes your whole perspective.
I'm sure it
Because
does, but I never
before-
want to experience it.
Right. Before nobody
I'm not there.
you're still speaking from behind that threshold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
behind the scene.
But once you
But
cross
she
that
said you
threshold,
can't see behind that threshold.
Well,
right. So I don't blame you.
Some people
But no,
can.
what
Some
I'm
people can
saying,
see
If
that.
you don't have a kid,
I'm the same
then
way, I
you
can't
see it.
you won't see
what
it.
I'm
Right.
saying is I don't want to see it because I don't, like, it sounds selfish as fuck, but I don't want to love somebody that much. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're
I
saying.
always say I don't want somebody to be stuck on my titty 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
I don't want to, like, I saw, like, how my mama just, like, latched on to us. Like, my mama, her children were her life.
Right.
I don't want to be like that over so, like, it sounds
It's-
bad,
Do
but
you think that's
no,
like
no.
childhood trauma though? Like, why are we like that? Like,
No,
it
it's
probably
not.
is
It's
a
not.
form of childhood trauma.
No,
The reason I'm saying that is because a lot of times in the black community, black people tend to have children way before they're ready, and then they just keep on having children. So children, in a sense, are a burden to them because they're not in a position to provide monetarily.
Right.
Yeah, they're not mentally and emotionally because they're so young when they start having kids, and then they're having so many, so they're not in the right headspace, so they're not emotionally
Right.
capable of loving a
That
child.
goes to-
So-
what do you-
That goes
that's
to what
the
we were
reason-
saying up earlier.
Wait, you said
with like the condoms and shit, like they're not being responsible. That's them not being responsible adults.
Yeah,
I'm still
and, but
confused.
the children feel the brunt of this when the parents are like so
child.
burdened and stressed out, and I frustration. But as a child, hearing that kind of stuff,
you pick
you're
up on
like,
that.
damn.
Right.
And so when you hearing that, or you seeing your cousins get dropped off and they mamas disappearing for the whole fucking weekend,
Yeah.
it's like nobody really wants to take care of their kids, but they keep having kids. So as a child growing up, seeing that, you're conditioned to think children are a burden. You love your children to death.
Right.
Like you wouldn't trade them for the world, but at the same time, it's like y'all are a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I have friends who are moms, and I've seen people experience like the postpartum depression and all of that stuff.
I feel like saying a child is a lot and a child is a burden, that's two different things.
But they're most people in their right mind are not gonna come out and say you're a burden. But their actions and different other little comments that you make can make somebody feel like a burden. Me personally, you don't have to tell me if I'm staying at your house. You don't have to tell me, bro, I'm ready for you to go. But if you keep asking me, so when you leaving,
right?
Like, have you done? Then I'm gonna feel like I'm a burden to you.
Right. Well, I mean, is that what you experienced?
My mama would like make comments like, "Oh, I love my kids, but if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't start having kids so young." Or and I would hear them talk about like struggling financially, and a lot of times having kids don't make that more. Y'all got kids, I'm sure y'all spend a good chunk of money on your children. You know what I'm saying, or supporting your children.
I don't have a problem with it though.
But I'm not saying you don't have a problem with it, but it also is probably because you waited till you were in a position to provide for a child.
I did
And
get a good job.
In that position.
I did get a good job
we
right
were
around the time.
Yeah.
So
in a position where we were able,
But a lot of people are not, and so they're constantly struggling. So children are just another added expense. And I'm not saying that to say they love their children any less, but in a sense, their children become another source of stress.
Right.
Cause it's like, oh, you got another school project that I gotta spend money on that I don't have. You wanna go on a field trip. I don't got the money for this.
Or children are income to parents. They
Yeah.
get more welfare. They get more stimulus checks.
Yeah.
That's why
I don't agree with nothing y'all saying because y'all don't. But at the same time, I'm not gonna bash y'all. I'm not gonna judge y'all for y'all thoughts because y'all don't have kids. Like I said, when you have a kid, I swear to God, all of that would change, bro.
Like, cause you feel that way at first, but then it's like
once they are there, you was like, I would do anything. Like I would give my life.
But you say you don't want to feel that.
she says.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want
I agree.
to feel
Like,
that.
no, look, listen, because it's a scary feeling. Like,
No, I'm just trying to understand what is it that you're disagreeing with.
no, I'm not disagreeing. That's what I'm saying.
But you said I
agreeing.
don't agree with
Because
anything
when I
y'all
was
said.
because when I was on the other side,
Cause he's already on this side.
I'm already.
Wait, I'm just saying I'm confused because I'm trying to understand what is it that you don't agree with.
No, I'm not disagreeing. That's
but
what I'm
you
saying.
said I don't agree with anything y'all are saying, but I'm not going.
Did I say I don't?
Yeah,
agree?
you said, but I'm not going to bash y'all
Okay, I take that
because y'all
back.
don't
I take
have
that
kids.
Look, the old me before I was a father would agree, but once you have a kid, it changes everything, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it changes everything. But with you not having children, with y'all not having children, I understand that 100%. So we live in two different realms, like, you know what I'm saying? So no, I don't disagree. I agree with you. The old me agrees with you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, like, once you have a child, it's
But
it's,
no,
it's,
like,
you can't even be on our same level. We're women.
Yes,
So we have to birth the child.
So
Like, we
that's
have
what
to
I'm
be there
saying.
with them. You're
What
not
I'm
with them
saying
as much
is,
as we are.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying I don't want to form a life in my body for 9 months and become so attached to this person when I gotta send my child out into the world and worry about is my child gonna make it home
scary.
today.
It's scary.
You know what I'm saying? or like if something was to happen to my child, if I can avoid feeling that, then I will. I've never been. There are some people who just long to be a mom. I don't long to be a mom. I love being an aunt. Like, I love my niece and my nephew, and I love my niece and my nephews to death. And my friends, I consider my friends' kids my nieces and nephews, and I love them to death also.
You don't have to explain yourself.
No, I know.
It's scary. It is scary as fuck.
Sometimes I don't even want to be in a relationship because I know how I am when I truly love somebody. I don't want to love somebody that much.
Right.
Yeah, after that time,
a relationship ain't got shit.
I already know. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying something as basic as a relationship, and I know me connecting, and a child is literally a part of me.
Right.
This being
because at least with a relationship, you're able to disconnect.
Yeah.
If y'all,
I can never disconnect
if you break
from
up
my
or something,
child.
you're able to disconnect with a child. Like if your child do right, wrong, it don't matter. Like
that's just like with a parent.
That's you.
Most
that's
people
just walking around. That's talking. That's laughing and all that. So
most people cannot, or if they do, it takes them a while. But to like really disconnect from their parents, regardless of how their parents may have mistreated them, abused them, or whatever, a lot of people still protect their parents and cling to their parents or whatever because this is who you came from. Like, you are a part of me, or I'm a part of you, really. Like, I sit and I think about this all the time. I'm like, damn, like, I know I'm a real person, but I'm literally 50% my mama and 50% my daddy.
Right.
Like, I'm two halves of one, you know what I'm saying? One whole of two halves, whatever. Yeah, how they go.
I want to let you finish. I do. If y'all want to see a second part to this conversation, please like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. We'll have everyone's Instagrams in the thing. Follow our Instagram at Black Pearl Podcast. Follow Scope Aesthetics.
A lot of y'all may already, fuck with me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Scope Aesthetics.
Scope Aesthetics. I appreciate the support.
Cameraman.
You know what I'm saying? Cameraman. Oh, and we got skits.
We're gonna have skits coming soon. I believe we might post them on both. If not, they're gonna be on Scope Aesthetics for sure. But yeah, come fuck with us. Come be part of the family.
Y'all on Instagram?
If you have any topics that you want to discuss or anything like that, come DM us, put it under the comments. You know what to do. I appreciate your love, support, and thank you for watching the video. Peace.
Alright, fuck with y'all. Hey, y'all be safe out
Y'all
there.
do this or this? Which one?
Whatever. Yeah.